Pollard.
Thank you much, Mr. Speaker. There's two things that I would like to speak about in this debate. The first one relates to an issue that I have raised with the Minister before in relation to road poles, which is an issue about how we can minimise the casualties for road collisions on our roads. And the second one is about how we can make roads in the far southwest, in particular in Devon, safer. The Road Safety Foundation has declared that half of all Britain's road deaths happen on just 10% of the road network. One of those roads runs through the constituency I represent, and the stretch of the A38 that goes through Devon is one of the most dangerous roads in our county. Members that have spoken in road safety debates in Westminster Hall will know that this is an issue close to my heart, because I've spoken in particular about what has happened to a constituent called Trevor Gorman, whose son, also called Trevor, was killed in a road collision last June on the A38, along with Trevor's friends Marshall and Zachary. Their van collided with a road traffic signpost and killed all three men instantly. The post they collided with was made of steel, not designed to crumple or collapse on impact or absorb the shock. Hard steel posts are common on nearly all our major roads, both small roads, the B roads and through to our motorway network. Experts at the inquest stated that the pole met the requirements when it was erected in the 1990s, but it has not been replaced or upgraded since then. The accident that took the lives of those three men could have been avoided if the steel signpost in an accident black spot had been upgraded to a frangible pole. A frangible pole will be something that members will have seen on the road networks. They're the lattice-shaped pole. They're designed to absorb impacts, so they don't have a hard surface to be impacted on. Ever since his son's death, Mr Gorman has been campaigning tirelessly to improve road safety standards, swapping hard steel poles for frangible poles. Now, this may sound like a small technical detail, but this can save lives. And in particular, he wants to make sure that no family has to suffer the grief that him and his family has gone through for the loss of his son and his two friends, and make sure they haven't died in vain. His strength really is inspiring, Mr Speaker. Because of that, Plymouth City Council, and in particular the work of Councillor Mark Coker, has been galvanising support for replacing hard steel poles with frangible poles in our accident black spots in our city. But this is an initiative that every single local authority could be doing in their own place. And I would like the Minister to, if he can, look at whether support can be given to local authorities where accident black spots exist to replace hard steel poles with frangible poles. This will save some lives. We will not be able to affect the stagnation of our road deaths with one silver bullet. We'll need lots of different measures that have been talked about in this debate, and replacing those hard steel poles will be one small effort. The work that Councillor Coker has been doing in Plymouth has the support of Public Health England and Devon and Somerset Fire and Rescue Service, and as well as poles, we need to be looking at the other items along our roadsides that aren't frangible, and in particular I'm talking about trees here. The London plane tree may have been instrumental in saving air quality in the Victorian era, and the silver birch may be the similar saviour for dealing with nanoparticles and microparticles in the 21st century, but trees along our roadsides are not frangible, and many people die and are seriously injured in collisions with trees as well. So the solution needs to be about how we look at those hard surfaces that people can collide with, and in particular that is looking at those roads where those accidents really happen, and the A38 in Devon is one of those. Extending the M5 from Exeter to the Tamar Bridge will make a substantial difference in terms of safety, because we know motorways are the safest roads on our network. The Minister has bids from Devon County Council and Plymouth City Council to look at that, and I'd be grateful if he could lend his support not only to the frangible road pole campaign, but also to extend the M5 as well. Thank you.